Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys how to make different types of fillet. So basically there is 360-degree fillet. The most important type of fillet is the 360 fillet. Now this 360-degree fillet gives you every other types of fillet. Now for this 360-degree fillet, which is called the single fillet, and for the single fillet you only cut one round full circle, which covers the front and also covers the back. Now the second type of fillet is the 720-degree fillet. From 360-degree fillet you get 720, which is 360 plus 360, which gives you 720. The 720-degree fillet is a double fillet,
because you have to cut 360 for the front and 360 for the back.
I hope you all are understanding this. It's very simple. It's just very simple logic. So the 720-degree fillet is
360 for the front and 360 for the back.
So there's another one called the 1440. 1440-degree fillet is basically the 720-degree fillet plus 720-degree fillet. You understand that? 720-degree fillet plus 720-degree fillet, that gives you 1440. It's as easy as that. I hope I don't end up confusing you all, but it's very easy to understand. So while cutting the 1440-degree fillet, you have to cut 4 fillets. That is 7.
All you need is 360 and 360 at the front and 360 and 360 at the back. That means you need to cut 4. Now, 2 360s at the front and 2 360s at the back.
So now let's jump right into the tutorial, and I am going to show you how to cut this fillet very easy and simple. So if you like the tutorial, please do make sure you like and subscribe for more videos, and hope to see you in more interesting.
Here are the formulas you need to know to make your sewing easier. 3.14 and 6.28. To make a half circle, you use 3.14. Now mostly this 3.14 is used to make a half circle skirt. Now 3.14 plus 3.14, that is 2 half circles, give you 6.28. Now for a full fillet, you need 6.28, which is the formula to make a full circle skirt or a full circle, whatever it is you're making. And this is what we are working on today. So now let's get right into the tutorial. First off, let's start with our single fillet, which is the 360-degree fillet. To start this, you need the circumference of whatever it is you're working for. Maybe you're making a peplum, you need your waist measurement. If you're making a skirt, you need your waist measurement. If you're making a circle from your knee, you need your knee circumference. So now I am going to show you how to cut for a peplum, and the waist circumference I am working with is 34, and I would add 2 inches for zip allowance, which is going to be 36 in total. Now divide it by the formula, which is 6.28, and that will be 5.8 in total, which I would later approximate to 6 inches. Now just imagine you're cutting on your fabric. I am going to use this pattern to cut, but just imagine you're cutting on your fabric. It is going to be very much the same way and the same process of folding and cutting. Here is how you get the amount of fabric you need to place on fold and cut. Now for me, the length I am using is 8 inches. That is from my waist to the length I want my peplum to be. Now the length you might be working with might vary depending on what you're working with. Maybe your knee to floor length or your waist to your skirt length. This waist radius, instead of 5.8, I will make it 6 like I said. Now my 8 inches for length plus 6 inches plus 1 inch for hemming allowance at the bottom, that in total would be 15 inches. I will place my tape on my pattern and make sure I have 15, which I would mark there, and I also make sure I have 15 at the bottom, which in total will be 30 inches long. And also I will make sure I have 30 inches in width. Now I will go on and cut this off, and I will make my fold. and I will make another fold. And now I would mark my waist radius, which I said I'm going to make 6 inches. I will take that 6 inches all around from the edge of my pattern. Make sure to add ½ inch seam allowance at the top. Now from this bottom line, I will start taking my peplum length, which is going to be 9 inches. Remember I said the length is 8 inches and I added 1 inch to it for hemming allowance. That is 9 inches in total. Now I'll just go ahead and cut this out and show you the final look. Now when you open this up, you have a full circle. Remember, you need opening for your zipper. Now once you open this up, and I am going to test this so you can see, it's just a full circle that goes around your waist. You can see that. Now we will be making the double flay, which is the 720 flay. For this flay, your waist circumference will be divided by 2 because this is a full flay. Remember I said a full flay is 360. And that will be 360 plus 360, which gives us 720. Now you have to divide your waist, my waist which is 34, divided by 2, which is 17. And I'm going to be using the same 6.28 formula. But before I divide this, I need to add my seam allowance, my 2-inch seam allowance, which in total is going to 17 plus 2 is 19. Now divide it by 6.28 and my waist radius is 3 inches. And that is what I am going to use. Now this is how you get the length you need for the length and width you need for cutting on your fabric. Now the length I need for my peplum is 9 inches. Now I am going to plus 9 with my 3 inches waist radius, and I am also going to add 1 inch for hemming allowance, and in total that should give me 13 inches, and 13 plus 13, that would be about 26. Now remember for this one, what we got was 30. 15 plus 15, that was 30. So now I need to make sure I have 26 for the length and width of my fabric. Now I will just take my measurement, and there is my 26. Now I will go on and take the width, and there is also my 26. Now this is good for you to know the amount of fabric you need, so you don't go on and waste your fabric. So now I will place my pattern on fold, and I would also place on another fold. Now from the pointed edge of my pattern, I will start taking my 3 inches waist radius, just like we did for the 360. Now I will take my length. Remember the length we are using is 10 inches. The length is 9 inches plus 1 inch for hemming. That is 10 inches. Now remember to add your ½ inch seam allowance at the top, and we cut. Now I will just go on and cut another of this full circle. Remember you need to make 720. Now I will just make a fold, and I will retrace this and also retrace this. And once I am done, I would cut this out, and I would have 2 pieces to work with. Now that I have 2 circles, I will go in and open up one side of both of them, and once you do, you join them together and you would have a full 720 flay.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then
now the last flay, which is the 1440 flay, which is 720 plus 720, which is 1440. Remember I said 2 360 at the front gives you 720 at the front, and 2 360s gives you 720 at the back. So now my waist radius will be divided by 4 because you're cutting 360 in 4 places. Now 34 divided by 4 is 9 plus 2 inches for seam allowance, and at this point make sure you add any seam allowance you need to add. And once you do that, you have 11 inches, and we would use our same 6.28 formula, and what I have is 1.8 approximately to 2 inches, because I prefer to have more fabric than to have less fabric to work with. When I have more fabric, I can trim it, but when you have less, you cannot trim. Now I'm just showing you a little diagram of how many flay you need to cut. You need to cut 4 flays, just like I have been saying. So now let's get into a tutorial. And for you to know the amount of fabric you need to work with, the length I am working with for this one is 9 inches, the length of my peplum. Now my waist radius is 2, and 1 inch for hemming allowance for the bottom of my peplum, and that would be 12 inches, and 12 plus 12 is 24 in total. That means the weight of my fabric will be 24, and the length of my fabric would also be 24. Now once you've gotten the amount of fabric you need, make your fold and also make another fold. Now I am going to take my waist radius at this pointed edge of my fabric, just like we have been doing. My waist radius, which is 2 inches, I will take it right there, and also the length of my peplum, which is 10 inches. And now add your seam allowance at the top and cut. Once you're done, you would have a full circle. Remember I said you need 4. Now I would cut 3 more of this. Now I have gone and placed my patterns on fold, same way I folded the first one. And I will just place this one I have already cut on top of this ones, and I will just cut the top and also cut the bottom, and this way I would have same circle as the first one. Now we have 4 circles. Remember to cut open one side of every of the circles so as to join them all together, and only leave one for zip allowance. And once you're done, you would have a full flounce.